What is up, guys? Xavier the Gamer back again. So check this out. Now, I've finally done a lot of digging, and I mean digging upon the digging. And I finally found the reason that Adventure Time is being canceled, and the reason I used in the title, was canceled is strictly because, they said it was going to get canceled, and it will be canceled. So, okay. But anyway, all bullshit aside, the point of what I'm making is that a lot of people seem to think that when it comes to Adventure Time that it's because of the ratings. Granted, you are right. That is true. There is nothing wrong with that. That is actually true. But there's also a much bigger problem with it than most people seem to realize. Now, some of you may realize this, some of you may not. But for those of you who don't, that's why this video is being made. So, everybody who knows Adventure Time knows that Adventure Time basically paved the way for a lot of other shows between 2010 and 2000, well, as of now, for that matter. So, not in order, you have The Amazing World of Gumball in 2011, or rather, in order, I take that back. You had The Amazing World of Gumball, 2011. Steven Universe, 2013. Clarence, 2014, We Bare Bears 2015, and then most recently you have OKKO Let's Be Heroes 2017. Now there's actually a lot of things that are in common with these shows that a lot of people have yet to actually put it into their their little thing that they've got going on there. But I'm gonna just leave it as this. A lot of the show creators who worked with Adventure Time are actually part of the reason why Adventure Time is getting, canceled. And, I don't want to say, oh, it's sad, or I don't know what I'm talking about, this, that, and the third. That's not the thing. That's not why I'm making this video. In fact, the main reason I'm making this video is to help you guys understand just a little bit better. So, to start off with, I'm going to name a few people. Rebecca Sugar, the creator of Steven Universe, who, as we know, like I said, is the creator of Steven Universe, a very world-renowned, has a growing cult-sharing fan base. But here's the thing. Rebecca Sugar was a writer and storyboard artist for Adventure Time when it first started, before she started Steven Universe. Another one is J.G. Quintel, who is the creator of a regular show. He was also a writer and a storyboard artist for Adventure Time, which, that right there is another thing. Next we have Clarence. Now, Clarence is a particular show that I had to look at, and after doing some digging on the creator, Skylar Page, and after his whole debacle with, with Cartoon Network and how he got fired, he was also a storyboard artist and revisionist for for Adventure Time. So, the main thing of what I'm getting at is that a lot of people blame the series rating for its cancellation, when entirely that's not the full reason. Now, like I said, looking at the dates, because, a lot of people don't seem to notice that between 2010 during its debut to about late 2013, mid 2014, Adventure Time was at the highlight of its fan base. It was growing in popularity through that point. But the thing about it is mainly because that due to a lot of the people who were the main team up in, for Adventure Time in that matter, it came from a place where you had Rebecca Sugar as a storyboard artist, you had J.G. Quintel as a storyboard artist, you had Skylar Page, who was a storyboard artist and revisionist, and then you turned around and got you had David Chong, who also worked on the series, and like I said, is also the creator of We Bare Bears, and he's known for being a prominent storyboard artist, such as his animation, his time with Walt Disney Studios, Illumination Entertainment, Pixar, and Blue Sky Studios. So, as I said, it's not about, it's really not about, you know, the ratings at this point, because the ratings are only plummeting strictly because the team that was originally there, you know, for Adventure Time to grow, you know, Adventure Time spun off and then helped create regular shows, Steven Universe, Clarence, OKKO, all of these shows. Now, the thing about it all is that when you take away the core creators of a prominent series on a television show, and I'm speaking from somebody that graduated from the Art Institute in DC. I'm speaking on that. So where I stood at it, it come from a point of where if you don't have the original team who had the original ideas, and you know, you trying to hire new people to take their place in order to bring back the original vision that you had when they were, you know, your original staff was there, it is just not a thing. It's not going to work. Now, mind you, a lot of the writers have been fucking up Adventure Time. I can't lie about that. And, you know, I'm not gonna really blame, you know, Pendleton Ward for, you know, Adventure Time's failure as a series, but I'm blaming the fact that the people who are on the outside that are watching this, you know, you're thinking like, this is not a serious thing. Okay, there's gonna be another show that'll take, you know, that'll take Adventure Time's place. You're partially true, but there's really no cartoon that shaped the new generation as quickly and as rapidly in cult following did it grow. That's what I mean. So Rebecca Sugar, J.G. Quintel, you know, the creator of OKKO, I feel like it's just a lot going on with that. And my reason for thinking that, well, not thinking that, it's proven. Because notice how Adventure Time's popularity didn't start to plummet until all these other shows started coming out of the woodwork. You know, when Gumball came out a year after Adventure Time was still popping. When Regular Show came out, Adventure Time was still popping. Clarence, Regular Show, still there. Now, here's where the fan base started to dwindle, strictly because of how Cartoon Network works on their business. The show did not start to plummet until Steven Universe and OKKO started growing. You know, OKKO is basically Adventure Time but without a sidekick. You know, so like I said, without the original team, me personally, and I know a lot of fans think the same way, that if you don't have the original team, then there's no decent story, there's no decent anything for that matter. And excuse me, that there's no reason for Adventure Time to give up. Because had it not been for Pendleton Ward working on, you know, the Misadventures of Flapjack, you know, from 2008 to 2010, which was right before Adventure Time came up, you know, this kind of thing wouldn't even be happening, really. But all in all, I think that the bottom line of what I'm saying, the real reason that Adventure Time is getting canceled, yes, it is the ratings, but it's because the group of individuals that Pendleton Ward is working with right now are not providing the storyline and the comedic relief that Adventure Time is well known for. And without that, there's no reason for the show to continue. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Adventure Time, I really do. You know, but if the show can't be continued from a proper point of view where, okay, we're gonna do it like this, but the writers will say, no, let's write it like this and do something different. No. If you add the original people who, you know, took inspiration from Adventure Time, who worked on Adventure Time and made their own shit, grew as a popularity, and then popped off from that, I feel like if they came back, Adventure Time would get at least another 3 or 4 seasons. And that's just my opinion, honest to God. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below.